Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Chippewas offense will take the first swing of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. And, guys,
turning it on! And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Wyoming's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Holman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set and make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The option look. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
I mean, you could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Butler. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a bigger one.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they run the option. You can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good, and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will intercept it. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for any
pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Chippewas will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking to throw on third. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Thompson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Finds his tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 2 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This is one of the gambles you take, playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The pitch. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football. First option, play in the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease, it's Thompson. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big 3rd down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Zagged in the middle. It's Williams. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man. It's Knowles. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a 1st down.
A run for the quarterback. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Chippewas. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Foley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Chippewas in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Got it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Get set. Get set.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Chips. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do?
The Chippewas will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he's still running after the move. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Throwing on the run. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Chippewas will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Snap in the shotgun. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go, let's go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. Here comes the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Chippewas are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chippewas trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Central Michigan. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Goes to the option. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on third down. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Thompson. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wyoming! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance from their quarterback. And you can mark that clash as advantage defenses. Corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Finding open areas. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Chippewas want to move quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they get him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts one down the sideline. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Get off the field.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unleashes it. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move.
There he goes. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Williams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough... this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the dub.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Wyoming.
One more play to pad the stats. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.